The second chapter that we're going to look at, inshallah, is chapter number 52. Chapter number 52. And this chapter has been titled Bab La yuqal As-Salamu alallah. Bab La yuqal As-Salamu alallah. Bab La yuqal As-Salamu alallah. And this translates, the translation of the chapter heading is that chapter, it is not to be said As-Salamu alallah. As-Salamu alallah. But the statement As-Salamu alallah, it is not to be said. And then Shaykhul Muhammad bin Wahhab, rahimah-ullah, he brings one hadith under this chapter heading, which is that in the Sahih from Ibn Mas'ud radiyallahu anhu, that he said that when we were with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the prayer, we said As-Salamu alallah min ibadihi. As-Salamu ala fulan wa fulan. And then he said As-Salamu. So they said that when we were with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in prayer, we said, may the peace be upon Allah. As-Salamu alallah, from His servants. And may salam be upon so and so and so and so. And in some of the narrations there occurs, in some of the narrations of this hadith, there occurs that we said As-Salamu ala Jibreel wa Mikail. As-Salamu ala Allah, As-Salamu ala Jibreel wa Mikail, or whatever. So when the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he heard this, he said, La taqulu As-Salamu ala Allah, fa inna Allah huwa as-salam. He said, do not say As-Salamu ala Allah, for verily Allah is As-Salam. Allah Himself is As-Salam. So concerning this then, Shaykh Salih al-Fawzan, he says that first of all, the relevance of this chapter to this book, why has Shaykh Muhammad bin Abdul Wahhab included this chapter within this book, is because As-Salam is one of the names of Allah. As-Salam is one of the names of Allah. So therefore, we can't say As-Salamu alallah, because Allah Himself is As-Salam. And secondly, that's the first thing. And secondly, because we know that the meaning of As-Salam, what do we mean also when we speak of As-Salam, the meaning of As-Salam, this means that we that really when we're making Salam, what we're doing is that we are making supplication for the one upon whom we are saying As-Salam, that he is safe from any kind of harm or calamities or hardships or harm. So in other words, like, it's a supplication that we're making for someone that he is saved and free from any kind of harms or hardships or anything of that nature. So, but we know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is free from, is free from ever being harmed with anything, or from having any deficiencies, or with having any dislikable things come to him or whatever. All of this, Allah is free from all of this. So therefore, Allah isn't in need, in the first place, to be supplicated for in this manner, because He is free of need from anything anyway. And rather, everything else is in need of Him. So Allah is the one who is called upon, but He is not the one for whom we call, for whom we make dua, because ad-dua, it is made by way of the creation who are in need and who are dependent, and as for Allah, the Mighty and Majestic, then He is free of all need. He doesn't depend upon anything, and so therefore whoever called and made a supplication for Allah, like in this manner, As-Salamu alallah, then he has belittled Allah and ascribed deficiency to Allah. And again, this is another thing that damages and harms a person's tawheed. And then the Shaykh goes on to comment upon the hadith. So he says, Fi Sahih, Shaykh Muhammad bin Abdul Wahhab said, Fi Sahih, meaning that he means to say that this hadith is found in the two Sahihs, Bukhari and Muslim. From Ibn Mas'ud, and then he says that in some of the narrations there occurs As-Salamu ala Jibreel wa Mikail, that the Sahaba, that they said this in the prayer. And then the Prophet ﷺ said, La taqulu As-Salamu ala Allah, fa inna Allah huwa as-salam. ولكن قولوا التحيات لله والصلوات والطيبات. So he said, don't say As-Salam be upon Allah, because Allah Himself is As-Salam, but rather you should say التحيات لله until to the end of the hadith. So in other words, he taught them the tashahhud. He taught them to say the tashahhud. So here then, the Prophet ﷺ clearly said, لا تقولوا السلام على الله. Do not say As-Salamu alallah. So this shows that this is a clear prohibition from this word, and when the messenger prohibits something, that clearly signifies that this is tahrim, meaning it is haram, unlawful. And then after this, he also explained the reason behind the prohibition. And he said, فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ هُوَ السَّلَامُ, because Allah himself is As-Salam, meaning that As-Salam is from the names of Allah, just as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said at the end of Surah Al-Hashr, هُوَ اللَّهُ الَّذِي لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا هُوَ الْمَلِكُ الْقُدُّوسُ السَّلَامُ الْمُؤْمِنُ الْمُحِيمِنُ. Verily, He is Allah, the one besides whom there is none worthy of worship, Al-Malik, Al-Malik, the King, Al-Quddus, As-Salamu, Al-Mu'min, Al-Muhaymin. So As-Salam is mentioned amongst those names. What is the meaning of As-Salam? What is the meaning of the name As-Salam? It means As-Salimu min al-afat wal-uyub wal-naqa'is, meaning the one who is free from any deficiencies or shortcomings or any other kind of negative characteristics or things of that nature. Allah is completely free from all of that. Allah the Mighty Majestic is Salim, He's free and innocent from all of these things. لذاته, meaning that in His essence He's free of all of these things that have been mentioned. And for this reason, no one therefore can kind of give salam or send salam upon him or ask for salam upon him in the manner that we mentioned. Rather, Allah Himself, because Allah Himself is salim bidhatihi, meaning that He already in His dhat, in His essence, is free from anything, from having any deficiencies or shortcomings, or from having any harm come to Him or whatever. That is simply not possible, and He is free from all of that. That's one meaning, right? That's one meaning. And the second meaning is As-Salam, meaning the one from whom As-Salam is sought. Right? Meaning the one from whom this safety, meaning safety from any calamities and hardships or whatever, the one from whom that is sought. And the Shaykh says that the proof for this is like when the Prophet ﷺ, when he would make the taslim during the prayer, so after he finished the prayer, he'd make the taslim, and then he would turn to his companions and he would seek forgiveness from Allah 3 times, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. Then he would turn back towards the Qibla, and then he would say, Allahumma anta salam wa minka salam tabarakta ya dhal jalali wal ikram. Right, so here Allah would say, oh Allah, you are as-salam. So here affirming the name of Allah, you are as-salam. Wa minka salam, and from you is peace. So you are as-salam, meaning the one who is free and safe and removed from all of these things. Wa minka salam, meaning and from you is as-salam, meaning that from you comes this safety and this peace and this safety. So meaning, as Shaykh explains, that you are the one who gives salam to his servants, and you are the one from whom as-salam is requested, meaning that the servants, they ask you that you save them and you protect them from, again, the deficiencies, the dislikable things, the hardships, the calamities, and so on and so forth, and whatever is like that. So therefore, as-salam is from the names of Allah, and it has 2 meanings, as has been mentioned by the people of knowledge. The first one, as-salimu min al-naqa'is wal-uyub, the one who is free from deficiencies and shortcomings. And secondly, the one who frees others and makes others safe from shortcomings and deficiencies and hardships and all of the dislikable things and so on and so forth, as the Shaykh has already mentioned. So therefore, the Shaykh says, when we reflect upon the salutation that a person makes, that when one Muslim, or when a person, he says, As-Salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and when a Muslim says this, what does it actually mean? Right? It means one of 2 things. It means, first of all, I supplicate to Allah for safety for you. That's the first meaning. I supplicate upon Allah for safety for you. That's the first meaning. The second meaning